As an overwhelming minority in the US and a disgusted majority on YouTube, many open atheists tend to get used to burdening a considerable chip on their shoulders. When people are used to defending their positions against a highly ignorant opposition, their patience often becomes understandably worn down, and their demeanor becomes off-puttingly recalcitrant. I consider this an attitude that we outspoken atheists should do our best to control. It's okay to have a cutthroat, relentless, Hitchens-esque demeanor when dealing with another theist whom you've engaged with before, adequately felt out, or whom has had experience with religious debate. The problem occurs when we apply that same zeal to a moderate theist who's new to the discussion and hasn't been calloused enough to handle the keen edge of Occam's razor when yielded with excessive zeal. The important thing to consider is that those theists who've never had their beliefs questioned and never been exposed to arguments against their belief are the ones who you have the greatest chance of educating. They aren't going to stick around and actually listen to you for long if you smother them with ridicule and insult the instant that they tell you their beliefs, though. If you're a YouTube atheist, then you've probably spent months or years now debating theology and defending your position of reasonable doubt. I implore you, however, to treat every theist who comes to the discussion for the first time with a heavy dose of patience and use that first encounter to really get a firm understanding of what it is that he or she believes, what level of conviction he or she has for that belief, and why he or she believes it. I personally don't like it when someone hears I'm an atheist and immediately assumes that I became one because evolution tricked me into it, that I think monkeys gave birth to humans, that I worship Satan, that I'm morally bankrupt, that I'm a nihilist, etc. There's nothing quite as irritating as when someone else tries to tell me what my own position is, then light the straw man on fire before I can pluck a single strand from its frame. I urge my fellow atheists to not make the same obnoxious mistake to them. Our goal should be to disprove any presuppositions about us being crass or evil intellectual snobs, not to confirm them. What I'm imploring isn't easy to do. In fact, it's very hard to start over with a blank slate every time, but it's the only fair way to approach people. If you aren't prepared to give people a wide berth of patience and respect, and you aren't willing to listen carefully to their individual position before you gradually persuade them, then you're probably fighting the wrong battle in the wrong way.